Hello everyone, welcome, Wardfire here, welcome to Emerald City Confidential, and the game didn't want to record like the intro, or Bandicam didn't want to record, the introducing like, who made it, but it's Veggie Eye Games, the same people who have made the Blackwall series, I'm just saying, and it's probably going to show up in the credits, but I'm going to say it anyways. So that's cool. It's from 2009. Play First is also into this apparently, and I bought it on Big Fish maybe 2011. Also one of my oldest purchases ever on Big Fish. Maybe I should play the first games I ever bought on Big Fish. That's going to be Wedding Dash, but anyways, this is a super coolish game. It's not. I don't think it has any hidden object scenes. It's like adventure, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun from what I remember. So we're gonna play a new game. Yeah.
The warehouse district. For months I've been following a trail of clues, and the trail ended here. That's right, Lion. I've almost got you. I've got a folder of documents that prove all of your crimes. I just need to get into that warehouse and see what you've been up to.
Tutorial. Welcome to Emerald City Confidential. Click on objects to have Petra investigate them. You can't die or do anything wrong, so feel free to explore. New quest. Get into the warehouse.
Those are too large for me to lift. Makes more sense to use the smaller door. It's dark already? Where did the time go? Hopefully I can wrap this up quickly and get home.
I know, the crowbar is. A bunch of empty crates are stacked up across the street. Tutorial. Click on the crowbar to have Petra pick it up. I don't need to bother with them. Plant pot. You can actually decide her walking speed. Doesn't seem to be anything under the plant pot or in it. I'm gonna show you, like... Originally, the game has walking speed here. So this is her sort of normal walking speed. I dragged it up, but I wonder what her walking speed is all the way over here. Whoop! That's a little too stressy. Let's have something in the middle, like there. Yeah, we don't want it to take too much time for her to walk to places. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to show you that you can choose her walking speed, which is pretty cool.
The door is locked tight.
Click on the crowbar. Alright, crowbar. Oh yeah, crowbar.
A crowbar. Used by the law-abiding to open crates. I'll just take it. You never know.
I'm gonna open crates. No, I was using a small door. Case file. Almost all the evidence I've got. For stubborn doors and boxes.
Alright. Let's see what's in there.
Quest completed. Get into the warehouse. Oh yeah, so you get little like medals or whatever.
What the?
Oops.
Poppy gas. The oldest trick in the book. If I was awake, I might have felt ashamed. Ugh. Huh? Don't panic, Petra. You've been in worse scrapes. Let's see. What should I do?
Get off the bridge alive! Oops, we don't have the evidence anymore. Tutorial. This is the dialogue panel. It lets you decide what Petra is going to say or do. Click here to cut the rope, click here to climb the rope, click here to wriggle free.
I don't have anything to cut the rope with. Even if I could wiggle free, I'd just fall to my death. And just between you and me, I don't want to do that. No good. I'm not strong enough to pull myself up. I pride myself on being an independent gal. and I really hate to do this. But when push comes to shove, I don't want to die. Hello? Anybody out there? I could use a little help. Anyone? Help!
So, you're awake at last. You're lucky I'm feeling generous, or I'd charge you for my time.
Lion!
Guilty as charged.
Guilty is right! I've got enough evidence to put you away for life!
Oh my, that is a problem, and I am good at solving problems. I wonder, how should I solve this one?
You call yourself a lawyer. What was in that warehouse? Ha, you fell right into my trap. End conversation, enough talk.
You call yourself a lawyer?
No, I call myself the best lawyer, and I intend to stay that way.
What was in that warehouse?
Warehouse? What warehouse?
Don't play coy with me. You know what warehouse.
Do you mean that warehouse that burned to the ground no less than 20 minutes ago?
What?
A freak accident. Quite sudden. I'm afraid that nobody will know what was in that warehouse now.
Ha! You fell right into my trap.
Someone will fall into something, but I don't think it will be me.
Enough talk. You wouldn't believe the amount of evidence I've got against you.
You mean the evidence that was in your coat pocket?
What? Hey, where did it go?
Oh, it's quite secure, I assure you. Anyway, I wish I could stay and chat, but I must be off. Do give my regards to the ground.
How funny
Something
you
about
are.
that lion makes my blood boil. One day I'm gonna nail that guy. I'm gonna collect enough evidence and make it stick. Of course, until then, I have other things to worry about.
Yup. Oops.
Hey, watch it, lady. I'm flying here.
Saved by the Gump Transit System. How embarrassing. Yeah, sorry. You available?
Yeah, the meter's running. Where do you want to go?
Just take me home. Plumley Street.
All right, hold on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got off the bridge alive, or rather we, like, fell into a flying taxi. Emerald City, known to many as the Jewel of Oz. A center of culture, commerce, and diversity. As well as greed, corruption, and dishonesty. Is there hope for this fair city and the kingdom that surrounds it? One detective is trying to find out. Emerald City Confidential.
Stupid lion. That's the 5th time he's nearly killed me. I'll get him one day. Who am I kidding? Do the bad guys ever get punished these days? I even lost my journal chasing that lion around the city. How can I be a detective without a proper journal? That reminds me. I think I have a spare journal in my file cabinet. I should take a look and see.
New quest, find the spare notebook. Alright, let's look around. Sometimes when life got to me, I just look out the window. Somehow it made all the troubles worth it. I haven't read these books yet, but I planned to as soon as this case was over. Oz history books. Sometimes it's nice to read about simpler times. A couch for clients and a bed for me. Now that's what I call value. None of them were ripe enough. Business card plants? Lol. Portrait of Ozma. A portrait of Her Majesty Queen Ozma. It's a good thing I'm required by law to display that painting. Without it, I'd have to buy a real dartboard. I used to drink tons of coffee before I kicked the habit. I'm not going anywhere without my journal. It's in my file cabinet. Why bother? More will just appear tomorrow. My brother William. He was 5 years old.
My file cabinet key. I'll just take this.
Whee!
The file cabinet is locked. I have the key. I should use it on the file cabinet to open it.
How insightful of you.
My spare notebook should be in here. I'll just take a look.
Yeah. Oh, we completed the quest! Oh my gosh! Such a great quest. That
If
was
I
nice.
uncover anything interesting or worthwhile, I'll write it down. It saves me from needing to remember every word people say. Good thing I had a spare. I always feel lost without my journal. You hear that, Emerald City? I'm packing a new notebook and I'm not afraid to use it. A knock. Hey, Lion! If that's you, I suggest you beat it!
I beg your pardon.
Never mind. I'll be right there. Come on in.
Hello? Dorothy, I presume?
Thank you. You're Petra.
That's what it says on the door. What can I do for you, Miss?
D. You can call me D.
All right. D. What brings you downtown?
I'm looking for someone. His name is Ansel. My fiancé.
Ansel, huh? And how long's he been missing?
I haven't seen him for several months. He likes to travel.
Go on.
Well, I heard that he got back 2 nights ago, but I haven't seen him. Nobody has seen him. He just vanished.
So, who told you he was back?
Nobody. I have a magic device that keeps tabs on him.
A magic device? Those are illegal.
I have a magic license. I'm not breaking any law.
What did this magical device say?
He was visiting Gillikin country before entering the city. Aside from that, nothing. I have to know what happened to him. Can you help me?
A missing fiancé? Sounds like a case of cold feet to me. Still, a case is a case. Next month's rent is due soon, and I could use the emeralds.
I'll give you an advance of 200 emeralds. 500 more when you find him.
700 emeralds? Scratch next month's rent, that would cover me till summer. Looks like you got yourself a detective, Dee.
I knew you were the right woman for the job. Here's a picture of him.
Cool.
Where can I contact you if I find anything?
Oh, I'll contact you. I'll be watching. If I need to speak to you, you'll hear from me.
Great. I not only have a client, but a guardian angel, too. What's her angle? The warning signs whirl around me like a tornado, but the money is too good to pass up. Wait a minute. Tornado. I wonder...
Wait a minute, Miss Gale. Excuse me, Miss Gale. Just one more question, Miss Gale.
Just one more question, Miss Gale.
Yes?
Uh-huh.
Oh, very clever. You might just solve this after all.
She is Dorothy Gale. Or I don't know if her name's Dorothy, but you know, who comes to Oz in the tornado,
I
right?
knew it. Dorothy Gale.
Yeah.
The bright-eyed little girl who blew her way into Oz over 40 years ago. What is she doing here? Isn't she an honorary princess? Why does she need my help when she could just ask Queen Ozma to wave her magic wand? Still, I can't argue with a princess. And I certainly can't argue with the 200 emeralds in my purse. I guess I'd better get going. Ansel was in Gillikin country. That means he came through the North Gate. That's probably where I should start.
New location, the North Gate, the border between the Emerald City and Gillikin country. New quest, investigate lead at North Gate. Yeah. So this is definitely a take on Oz. Like after the books, I guess. Petra's journal. Petra has written her first lead down in her journal. The journal keeps track of all her clues. So if you get stuck or need a hint, check the journal for help. You can look at what it looks like. Notes. Clue. My first lead. See who's at the door. Oh yeah, okay, my first lead. Clues, pills, sketches. Oh, hint. We can get a hint there. Okay. Petra can fly around the city using the Gump taxi service. Click on the Gump stand to travel to a new location. Okay, I want to click on everything around here first. A hitching post for privately owned Gumps. You don't see many of those anymore, not since they went Union. From the outside, it almost looks respectable. Scraps is good people. Irritatingly cheerful, but good people. Can we go in? Lights are off and nobody's home. I should check back here later. Plumley Street. As neighborhoods go, it isn't bad. I just hope I can't afford to stay here. Okay, that's where we live, Petra's office, so this is North Gate. Beyond that gate is Gillikin country. It's considered a wildland full of untamed magic and thick jungles. At least that was the rumor. I had never been there myself. Procedure book. A well-read book on guard procedures and regulations. I used to have a copy of that book back in my army days. I threw it away a long time ago. Map of Oz. This is Emerald City, Quadling Country, Munchkin Country, Gillikin Country, and Winky Country. Winky Country is covered in rocky yellow mountains. I used to patrol there in my army days. Not a pleasant memory. Most of Quadling Country is hidden by large red forests and lakes. I hear it's a good camping spot, but I'm not really a back-to-nature kind of girl. Munchkin Country is full of acres and acres of blue farms and pastures. The city imports most of its food from there. Gillikin Country is choked by a thick purple jungle. Wild magic is known to thrive there. Sane people avoid the place when they can help it. Emerald City has been my home all my life. TikTok.
Of all the soldiers to be on duty, TikTok is the second to last one I want to see. Still, beggars can't be choosers. TikTok. It's been years.
Petra, what is your business here?
Charming as ever. I have some questions for you.
That is your privilege.
I'm looking for a man named Ansel. He was last reported coming through this gate 2 nights ago.
You are mistaken. No one named Ansel came through this gate 2 nights ago or ever.
You're sure?
Affirmative. My memory is infallible.
Were you on duty 2 nights ago?
Negative. I was on duty in the palace.
Then how do you know for certain who came through the gate?
I have memorized the records. Nobody named Ansel came through here.
Could he have used a false name?
Using a false name is a felony.
But could he have done it?
It is within the parameters of possibility.
How can we find out for sure?
If you have a photograph of the man, I can cross-reference him with the name he gave.
TikTok sounds like me sometimes. Oh my gosh. Yep, I have a photo. Here you go.
This is a photograph of Ansel. Do you recognize him?
Affirmative. He did not use the name Ansel when he entered the city. He will have to report back to me and tell the truth in order to avoid prosecution.
Maybe I can tell him for you. What was his destination?
His destination was registered as 43 Granetta Lane, Emerald City, the residence of Miss Betsy Bobbins.
Thanks a mil, TikTok.
Only doing my duty.
New location, 43 Granada Lane. This address is home to a Miss Betsy Bobbins. Follow Ansel's trail. Cool. Petra's office, but oh yeah, now we also have the scraps, but here's Granada Lane.
Granetta Lane is one of the nicer streets in the Emerald City. At least they clean it once in a while, which is more than you can say for my neighborhood.
I don't have any business there. Hank.
Hey,
Hey, does Betsy Bobbins live here?
who wants to know?
I just have some questions for her.
You got questions? You ask me. Nobody gets in to see the missus without my say-so.
Who is she?
If you don't know, then why are you bugging her?
Her name came up in an investigation I'm working on.
Investigation? What does the guard want with Betsy?
I'm not with the guard, I'm freelance.
Look, Betsy don't get mixed up with stuff like that.
So you say. I have to find out for myself. I need to get inside.
Well, tough. I only let Betsy's boyfriends get past this door. Well, them and deliveries.
Deliveries?
Men send her presents. Flowers, jewelry, clothes, what have you. She doesn't always take them in, but she takes the presents.
Flowers, huh? The shop next to my office sells flowers. Find some flowers for Betsy. It says Bobbins, this must be it. Betsy Bobbins lives pretty well. I wonder where she gets all that money. Old looking man.
A man in a white suit is leaning against my office building. There's something very strange about him. Can't quite put my finger on it. Evening.
Evening, Petra.
You know my name?
Of course.
How? Do I know you?
Know me? I hope not. For knowledge kills the sense of wonder and mystery, does it not?
Great. A nut. And right outside of my office, too. Sure. Whatever you say.
I would like to disagree with that. For me, knowing more about how the world works makes for even more wonder and mystery. It just makes it just even more wonderful and magical.
Who are you?
A man who is not fully a man. A frightener of birds who have done nothing wrong. My head once was weighed down by leadership, but now rests easy on this street corner.
There's nothing easy about you, mister. A straight answer, please. Who are you?
Your eye sees only what your mind is prepared to comprehend.
You know what? Forget it. I don't care who you are. Anything interesting in the paper?
Before I read it, I was uninformed. Now, I am merely misinformed. Which do you think is better?
I think you're crazy.
Madness is often logic overtaxed.
You're overtaxed, all right.
I like him. He says a lot of smart things. He says a lot of true things. Yeah, I don't know if being uninformed or misinformed. I don't know which of them is better. Yeah. There are evils to both of them.
Can you go somewhere else?
We are all travelers in the wilderness of this world.
Great. Travel away from here. You're scaring away potential customers.
If it was worth doing, it would have been done already.
Here's 5 emeralds. Go away.
The problem with money is that it often costs too much.
This guy makes my brain hurt. I guess I'll just have to deal with him. See you around.
Alright, we're gonna take a little break pause here for now. This episode, this is, yeah, again, Emerald City Confidential. From what I remember, I really like this game, so I hope we're gonna have lots of fun playing it. So thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying it thus far as well. And I'll see y'all later.